welcome back to the channel. We are going to talk about the entertainer's estate. I'll give you a little bit of background on this. This person passed away recently and lived in Carlisle in a once was a beautiful old house that had been lovingly restored. The reason I'm calling them the entertainer is because it was clear that at one point in time, this person loved entertaining. They had thousands of books on entertaining, cookbooks, entertaining books, baking books, dishes, china, linens, a vast assortment of everything. So a friend of ours that's an antique dealer called and said this was his neighbor's house, and would we want to come up and look at the clothes and stuff that's left in the house. Now, originally, the woman had moved into an assisted living facility near her son and taken very little and had packed things to come back and get, but unfortunately she passed away before that happened. So the son said it all has to go. So we went over on Saturday, and like I said, the house was once grand. You could tell this woman had lived there about 18 years, I think we figured out. The previous owner had put in a gourmet style kitchen on the back. There was a formal living room, formal dining room, then a family room, then a semi-formal dining room, then this beautiful kitchen that had these French doors that opened up into this amazing yard at one point in time. Lots of really neat cupboards. It was configured neat. The appliances were top of the line when it was done. And you could tell at one point in time the house was absolutely gorgeous. And unfortunately, over the last 10 years or so, I think things started to fall apart. And it actually reminded me a lot of Grey Gardens, because you could tell at one point in time the garden had been meticulous, wonderful. It was a walled garden, beautiful. And the house, you could tell, was beautiful, and it had just gotten overrun by nature. There was a raccoon in the attic at one point. So if you don't know what Grey Gardens is, I highly recommend that you guys check it out. But enough about that. We're going to talk about the entertainer. So, wasn't expecting to walk in the house and see what we saw. She was a professor. She was a mother. She was a decorator, an entertainer, an antique dealer. And she had some really good taste. You could tell at one point in time that her decorating style was heavily influenced by Martha Stewart, by the furniture and items she bought, by every book that she had of Martha Stewart's, including her first book, Entertaining, every magazine of Martha Stewart Living that was ever published. So she had it all. And you could tell the house was decorated to the nines. It was beautiful. So when we went in, he kind of said, just kind of look around, make a pile. It all has to go. And so, knowing me, I did. I didn't want to film there but I didn't want to pull out a camera because he was still having a very tough time. That was his friend that passed away. So I wanted to be respectful. But because the house had sold and things need to be cleared out, he was in a little bit of a, let's get as much out as we can. So Sarah worked upstairs in the closet, which was a massive walk-in closet that she had built out with clothes hanging and everything. Unfortunately, there were some beautiful sweaters and things that the moths had gotten to, so Sarah did get a bunch of stuff, but we had to leave a lot behind because it was damaged. I went through the house. I bought 8-ish kitchen Glad bags full of napkins, placemats, table linens, doilies, etc. All of which I'm in the process of washing and trying to iron and get stains out of. And I bought a bunch of other stuff here, which we're going to show you. So The one thing that I was kind of excited about, which I don't usually get excited about this person, was she had two huge floor-to-ceiling bookcases in the one room that went the whole wall over the fireplace and then wrapped around, and then another one in the formal dining room that went floor to ceiling on another wall. And in those bookcases, she was very organized with her books and categories and whatnot. She had two shelves entirely dedicated to Martha Stewart. Now, 6 months ago, I would have been like, Martha Stewart, yeah, my mom used to like her, whatever. I watched a documentary recently on Martha Stewart. It was a 4-part documentary, just out of boredom one night, for looking for something to watch. And I found it very intriguing. So I see these books sitting there, and he's like, take as many of the books as you want. They all got to go. Do you want the magazines too? Of course, I said no, because there was literally thousands of magazines. There was a closet full, stacked all the way to the ceiling, of Martha Stewart living magazines. But I did grab some of the books, including her first book titled, and this might be hard to see because it's got a glossy cover over it, which I'm glad it does. This is titled Entertaining Martha Stewart. Came out in 1982. This book, I was shocked. I just looked it up. It has a value of anywhere from $400 to $700 depending on condition. This one was used. There's some stains from cooking on the pages, but this was her original book back in 1982 with all her recipes. And if you watch the documentary, you might learn that maybe some of the recipes aren't hers. We won't go there. I don't want Martha coming after me. She's a tough lady. But there's like this one. This one I might actually look at because it has a lot of interesting things about pottery and just her style and her house. Like this cute kitchen, like 1950s, jadeite, that kind of stuff. So I may take a look at this, but you can see I have probably 40 books that I got, so I kind of want to go through and see which ones are worth money, which ones we might want to use for cooking, because there's some really interesting recipes in here. Martha's got her game when it comes to recipes. So, like I said, I got a ton of linens. I did not bring any up here. Wait, I lied. I have some that were new in the pack that I grabbed. This is a Ralph Lauren, probably from the early 2000s. Still has the original TJ Maxx price tag on it. Still in the pack. But I got 2 of those. Like I said, probably 1,000 dinner napkins of different shapes, sizes, colors, materials. And like I said, when I go back, I'll probably look at the rest of what he has because it's all got to go. And I think maybe some of the things that are left might match the things that I got. So we're going to play matchmaker on that. But, I mean, there was some great, like, wool, like, blankets. This is, I believe, cashmere. But this great colorway of blues and browns. Very nice little throw. There were some other wool blankets which just fell on the floor. I won't bore you with those. In the one room, I picked up this early purple pottery lamp. And it did have a shade on it. The shade's kind of dirty. I might try to clean it, but you don't often see this colorway when it comes to early pottery. It's like a blue and purple, very unique. This will be going online. I might do some research to see if I can figure out who made the pottery part of it, but it's absolutely an older piece. Has the original finial on the top. It's a very nice piece. She liked purple, I found out. So I got this purple bowl, which has 6 smaller salad bowls. This is, I want to say, Hazel Atlas Capri, possibly, and the amethyst color. So I picked that up. Very neat piece. I really like it. I also picked up a set of these amethyst goblets. Very nice color. So I'm really excited about that. she had some of the cabbageware. Oop, I'm dropping stuff. Sorry. Picked up this cabbageware bowl. It does have some staining. It's marked 18th century Staffordshire salt glaze, mittens of England. So I might try to see if I can get this staining out just to see, because cabbage is very hot right now, and I think the white cabbage is really hot. So I might try to see if I can get that out, see if we can get it cleaned up. I got some useful things. There was some gardening stuff on the one table. And these are, I bought 4 of these. They're called vine and veggie trellis, net trellises. Gardening season's coming up. I think we may be able to use these around here, so I wanted to pick these up. So, in addition, I also picked up a bunch of dishes. Got a lot of transferware. These are, I think a set of 2, 4, let me see, count out 2, 4, 8 of these. As I was saying, I got 8 of these purple and white transferware. These are Royal Staffordshire by Clary's Cliff Lisa. So it's this cute little purple floral pattern, little fruit bowls. I got 8 of those. I could see she was doing a thing with mixing purples and whites. There was some, what am I trying to think of? It'll come to me. There was a certain set of china. It was the Wedgwood. It was all white with the grapes on it. I didn't pick that up because that kind of was all over the place, and I really was trying to stick to more unique things. I got a set of 6 of these purple and white transferware teacups with the great little handles on them. These are Pastoral Davenport J. Wilkinson, England. And apparently the saucer says something different, but they are the same pattern. So the saucer says Royal Staffordshire Dinnerware by Clarice Cliff. So it's rural scenes. So it's kind of funny. They have the same pattern, but different names on the bottom. Yeah, they all do. So I got a 6 of those. Purple transferware seems to do pretty well online. So I know people like it. It's a thing coming around, so I picked that up. There was this plate here, which is Ridgways of England. It's got a nice little purple transferware scene on it. There was this plate, which is Caledonia. This is an older one. It has the impression back stamp. And so I can put this back down. I picked up 2, 4, 8 of these Bavarian cabbage leaf plates in the white. They're super nice. So these should do pretty well. I got to clean them up. They were put away for quite some time. So that is that stack. I'm going to swing over to the next stack here. And I truly feel like I'm living in Grey Gardens because the Edie's had stacks of plates everywhere. They love to entertain, but they never cleaned up. I got 6 of these soup bowls in the blue and white. There's no markings, but these are definitely older. I'd say probably 1900s bowls. Very nice pieces. So I was very excited about those. I'm going to transfer these over here. I got 5 of these plates. These are the Spode Archive Collection Georgian Series Floral, first introduced in 1830. Lovely purple and white. I wish I had these before Easter because I think these would have sold like hotcakes for Easter, but we have them now, so we will definitely get these listed. I got 2, 5 of these plates. These are Maroon Dresden Flowers, 1955. These are more of a pinkish purple. Lovely, lovely design. And then I got 2 of these plates. These are Col de Joy Johnson Brothers in this turquoise color. Very, very nice design. The star of the show, which was in the back of a cabinet and I was very excited about, was I got 8 different patterns of these plates. These are Metropolitan Museum of Art, adapted from the Sir Hans Sloane paintings used on Chelsea porcelain. So there's 8 different designs. I'm going to show you the 8. And Museum of Modern Art stuff can do very well. And these actually, a set of 4 of these sold recently on eBay for $200, so $50 a plate. So I'm thinking a set of 8 should probably do $450 because it's a set of 8 versus a set of 4. So those should do really well. I am going to get up here a second and get some of these blankets because they're just too good to pass up. Now this is a wool blanket. I did not see if it had a tag on it. I should look now. Let's see. I don't see one. It does have a few moth holes in it. I'm not surprised. Oh, it does have one. Ralph Lauren. So this does have a few moth holes in it, but it is Ralph Lauren. It is got the size of 90 by 90, which is a fantastic size. I should have known it was Ralph Lauren, but absolutely gorgeous pattern with the blues and the reds. So that should do really well, even with a couple moth holes in it. They're little tiny ones. And then I picked up this one, which is a taupe colored wool blanket with a satin edge. And I'm looking to see, I see 1, 2, looking for the last corner. This one does not have a tag on it, but it's a pretty color. I do see like 1 or 2 little moth holes, but the wool blankets tend to sell for pretty good money, even with some moth holes in it. People will cut them up, craft with them, and make beautiful things out of them. So that's just a portion of what I got. Like I said, there's a ton of books, a ton of linens that I'm still processing, cleaning, going through. And I'm hoping to start listing some of that stuff this week and get it out on the internet and the interwebs, get it listed so that people can pick stuff up. Really excited about that. If you like anything that you saw here, please feel free to reach out. Leave a comment down below. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you can get all my new content as it comes out. They'll put a little notification on there. We're getting close to 500, so that's a good thing. And most importantly, thank you for tuning in and watching another episode, and we will bring some more of this Entertainer's Estate to you here in the future. Like I said, I plan on going back, and hopefully our friend lets us film this time, and we'll show you around of what's left. So thank you so much.